Good afternoon, all of you. Welcome to physics class of class 10th. From today onwards, we are going to start with a new lesson because we have already completed a lesson on electricity. Anyone having any doubt in that lesson, you can contact me anytime or Ashok sir. So, from today onwards, we are going to study magnetic effects of electric current of class 10th as per CBSE syllabus. This video we are sharing for education purposes only on behalf of Ambition Vedic classes. So in first two classes on magnetic effects of electric current, we will basically see the properties of a magnet, which is very important nowadays as CBSE has started asking objective questions. So objectives are very important because it is very important to understand a concept in order to solve the objective. Also, you please refer the textbook and read everything which is there in the textbook and the unsolved questions as well as solved questions. So let's start with a magnetic effect of electric current. So first of all, as the name says, magnetic effect of electric current. So we know that whenever an electric current flows through the wire, it produces some effect. Okay, initially we have studied that whenever an electric current flows through a wire, there is something called heating effect is produced. So the word effects of electric current means whenever a current is flowing through the wire or passing through the wire, what are the different effects it produces because of the motion of electrons or the electricity flowing through the wire. There are certain effects which is produced in the surrounding or on the wire. Okay, so the first effect that we already know, it is heating effect of electric current. Now what is this heating effect of electric current? It says that whenever an electric current flows through the wire or passes through a conductor or conducting wire, it gets heated. Now everybody knows why the wire gets heated. It is because of the property of inherent property of a material of resistance. Okay, because of the resistance offered by material or the wire to the electrons flowing through it, the wire gets heated. I hope all of you remember. So that effect which is produced because of motion of electrons or flow of electricity through a conductor is known as heating effect of electric current. This we can usually see in the laboratory when we connect the electric circuit and we allow a current to flow through a wire. After some time, when you touch the wire, you will feel that the wire is getting heated. So that wire is getting heated because the current is flowing through it. If we stop the current, automatically the wire will cool down. So this effect of heating, no one is going and heating the wire, automatically the wire is getting heated up. So that is called an effect. Whenever a current is flowing through the wire, the first effect that you can see or feel is known as a heating effect. So when a current is passed through a conductor or conducting wire, it gets heated. Okay, this effect which is produced by due to the current which is flowing through the wire is known as heating effect of electric current, right? But in today's class we are going to start with a magnetic effect of electric current. So the another effect we generally don't see, but it is produced when an electric current is made to pass or flow through the wire is known as magnetic effect. Or there is a correction, please, this should be magnetic effect of electric current. Now like we have already seen, when we allow an electric current to flow through the wire gets heated. So this is known as heating effect. Similarly, if you relate both of them, we can say here that when a current is passed through the wire or it is allowed to flow through the wire, then the wire also starts behaving like a magnet, right? I hope everyone has seen a magnet. A magnet always attracts metal objects. If you have an iron nail, or even if you put that magnet at the door or at the metal objects, it will automatically get stick to it. It is getting attracted to it. So when a current is passed through a conductor, a second effect which is produced is that the wire starts behaving like a magnet. The wire, when current flows through the wire, it assumes itself as a magnet. So when a current is passed through a conductor, it gets heated, and also it starts behaving like a magnet. Okay, then this effect, the effect which is produced here because of the flow of electric current or passage of electric current through the wire, is known as magnetic effect of electric current. So first question that should come to your mind after seeing this magnetic effect of electric current or reading about magnetic effect of electric current, we have seen that when a current is passed through the wire, it starts behaving like a magnet. Now the first question is, what is a magnet and how does a magnet behave? Then and then only we will be able to understand magnetic effect of electric current. So to start with, what is basically a magnet, we can go with the discovery of a magnet. How and when the magnet is discovered, okay, that is what we will see. And what are the different types of a magnet and some properties that we are going to see in today's class. So coming to discovery of a magnet, it is a very interesting story actually. In olden days, there was no magnet. Like thousand years back, if we study, there is no magnet. Okay, and because we know magnet, we have so many devices at our home which works on magnetism and electricity. So that means because the magnet was not discovered that time, no one has found. There is a difference between discovery and invention. We have discussed already. Discovery means something which already exists but no one knows about it, right? And invention is making something new which is already not present here on the earth or absent. For example, a bicycle was an invention. A ceiling fan is an invention which does not already exist. Okay, so here we will see a beautiful story of this discovery of a magnet. There was a shepherd actually. Shepherd means the person who is taking goat and sheep for grazing in the pasture land. So there was a shepherd whose name was Magnus. Okay, so a shepherd named Magnus was there, who used to live in a very olden days city of Greece. Okay, in an ancient city of Greece, the name of the city was Magnesia. Okay, so this shepherd, he used to take her sheep and goats every day for grazing. He used to take his herd of a sheep, a group or a bunch of a sheep that he has, and for grazing in the nearby mountains, right? Every day, almost every day. And if you have seen the movies and the pictures on the TV, you will also find out that every shepherd has a stick in his hand. Every shepherd has a stick in his hand to control the herd, all the goats which are trying to run here and there. And that stick has a metal cap at the bottom and the top. Okay, these metal caps which are present on a stick, here you can see there is a bottom that will affect that stick from getting broken or getting destroyed. Okay, so this shepherd, whose name was Magnus, he used to live in ancient city of Greece. Okay, the name of that city was Magnesia. Okay, so the shepherd used to take every day his goats and sheep for grazing in the pasture land in the nearby mountains. One day, when he was taking care of his sheep and herd of goats, he started resting. He sat down for some time to rest. The place where he rest actually, when he was trying to get up, he found out that his stick, the bottom portion, the metal cap of his stick, is stuck to one of the stone. Very big stone actually, not that much big but average size. Okay, so when he sat down and he tried to get up, that he was not able to remove his stick. He was surprised. He was very surprised to see what is going on. He tried pulling it, but he cannot take out that stick out of it. Okay, so after too much of, he has to put lot of effort. So one day, when he was sitting and taking rest on a stone, his iron stick got stuck. Okay, and he was unable to pull that iron rod. Later, we call this piece of a rock as a magnet. So he was surprised to find such an object. So that was the first time a person who found out something called metal, because previously no one was knowing something anything like that existed. So that was the first rock which was found, and it is known as a natural magnet. It was naturally present there. No one intentionally went to that mountain and kept that piece of a rock, or what you call magnetite. So that piece of a rock or a natural magnet is also known as a magnetite. Okay, the most important property of a magnet is attraction. It attracts. Also, you will see that it also do the repulsion.